Assalamu alaikum. Today is June 30, 2024. I'm gonna give a quick update here. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, maybe 5 minutes or so. So fig trees are getting huge. I mean, as you can see, maybe next year I will prune them in the spring as low as possible, maybe up to my knee. This year I pruned them a little bit, but not as much. So there is no way I can get harvest this high or this huge fig trees efficiently. So I'll come a better management next year. But as you can see, I even benched most of the branches within my reach so they don't grow longer. But the trees are loaded, and hopefully they are on track to harvest on August 1st. So this is the first fig tree. Second fig tree, this is our two brown turkey, this is Celestia. In between here I planted some eggplants and some peppers. Some doing okay, some not so and so. Probably because they don't get enough shade. Eggplant getting some flowers, I mean not so bad. And some two peppers in the back, actually they have peppers on them. These are the jalapeno small peppers for desi cooking. Alright, this on this side. Let's go over here in the garden. As you can see, everything is loaded at this point. Strawberry, we finished our first harvest. As I mentioned before, we get to harvest one in early spring and one in the fall. So now the first harvest was finished, and I planted in between some melons and things like that. This is melons and on the edge some eggplant too. This is an eggplant, some other eggplant, some other melon, and I actually can see here a small melon start to come in right there. Yes, like these leaves are melons, more melons, different varieties. I'm not gonna talk about it at this point, but everything looks very good at this point. Over here we have some cucumber. I just harvest this too. I'm gonna take them inside the house. More are coming. The cucumber usually it starts coming early July. So I mean, we're doing so good so far. So we're on track. Over here, I had other stuff in these containers, but I had some tomatoes. It's cherry tomatoes, and these beans. This container was empty, so I bought two beans like 3 days ago and already started sprouting. Here, as you can see, I had fafa beans. I cut them off, and I have other stuff coming on. This is some melon. This is a different type of melon, right? Like honeydew type of style. They are getting big. A different type of melons and zucchinis. Here is butternut squash. The butternut squash all over the place. I think I counted over 60 maybe butternut squash in the ground. Close to. I'm just an estimate. Okra come late in the summer, but we have few okra, here and there. And we have butternut squash, as I said, all over the place. Zucchini, some variety of zucchini. We have like 3-4 types of zucchinis. In between here, we have some more melons. Melons. See, these two are huge. Butternut squash, and a lot of going on in here. Different type of melons, like 5-6 different type of melon, cantaloupes and things like that. But they haven't came up yet. The watermelon is the one that actually is exploding at this point. I will show you the watermelon. We have 3 types of watermelon. See here also, this is another type of melon. All right, see how big it is. All right, zucchini also. As you can see, here is more zucchini coming over there, ready to be harvested. And some eggplants, seedlings. I mean, it's not too late. The eggplant usually come in the summer, but we have different eggplant at different stages. All right. I mean, nectarines, doing okay. This one, has good amount of fruits. Peaches also had some good amount of fruits. This peach, excuse me. Like you can see here, butternut squash, all over the place. What else? Yeah, apple trees doing okay, growing, but no apples yet. Hopefully, one day we're gonna get some apples. And here's another apple. Here's another apple. They have leaves, but again, the butternut squash all over the place. In between here. I showed this before, but here let's go on the watermelon. See the watermelons. We have tons of watermelon. I just see this watermelon over here. All right, I'm just showing you the small stuff first. It is watermelon here. All right, and I'm just showing the very obvious ones. All right, watermelon, watermelon, watermelon right there, right there. This one was actually going inside the storm drain. I put a piece of wood in it when it was low, so it does not get larger inside the storm drain. After it gets larger, maybe I leave the piece of wood here, but doesn't matter. But it was actually going inside, so I put the wood before it gets too big and we cannot get it out. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. All right. And watermelon. So watermelon all over the place in this section. All right, beans are doing good. They're climbing over the trellis that we made. Beans are climbing over the trellis. We have some beans going over the trellis. Let me show it to you from a distance. Yeah, beans are doing okay. We still have some few nectarine trees from the fallen seeds to give away. We give away some, but there is more. If anyone interested, let me know. Here, peaches. Had a lot of peach trees in here. Peaches. Here is nectarines, loaded, 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 loaded. You know. Here is the more type of watermelon, different types, but these are, you know, watermelon, watermelon. You know, I mean, this one is actually the commercial size. MashaAllah. And here's another one. And there are more all over the place. And I will come to that in that section here later. Here we got, you know, more butternut squash. We have different types of zucchinis. We have the bitter melon hasn't give us fruit yet. Here more butternut squash. I like the butternut squash. If I grow one variety of squash, it will be the butternut squash, because it lasts for 1 year at least after you harvest it, and room temperature just to store it, and you can make it sweet dishes with it. You can make, you know, cook it as vegetables or a dessert. I have some good recipes for that. Here's also another different type of watermelon, elongated green watermelon. It's huge. Tomatoes, beef steak. You see the cluster. We have some issues with them, hopefully, because of it was very hot in the past few days, and I didn't drain as much, so we see some browning on the leaves, and also we got the blossom end rotting on some of them, so hopefully we'll work on that. But here also we usually grow here is the Armenian cucumber. I saw a couple of them a few minutes ago. Let me see it. The Armenian cucumber are doing so good, and these are the ones that can grow up to 3 foot long. Let me find them for you. This is actually the main reason, one of the main reasons I decided to make this video is Armenian cucumber. See it? I know there is one over here, but yeah, but there's a bigger one that's almost ready on that side. Where did it go? See, now you have to find it. You have to dig hard for it. Okay. Where did it go? I saw it. I saw it. All right. Where did it go? Let me find it. I find it. I will find it. I will find it. Please. Here it is. Here it is. Like Osman. Here it is. It is Armenian cucumber right there. All right. And still, you know, this is gonna be like 3 foot long in a few days. This is our what's gonna be our apricot tree. Is doing good. Maybe we get fruit on it next year. All right, so let's go outside, and in the containers here, more cherry tomatoes, 2 figs already scheduled for pickup for, you know, our friends, and we increase the height of the fence as we promised. You know, put another screen, another layer to protect from the deer. All right, all around. Okay, here is more beans Climbing on the fence. More beans. More melons. Right. All right. Here is all over tomatoes. I get cherry tomatoes. I mean, this is the beefy stick tomatoes. Beefy stick tomatoes. Beefy stick tomatoes. These are the, as you can see, this one here. This is our dragon orange, or a dragon. It's called dragon orange. It's like a lime type of thing. But we got plenty of that last year. They usually ripe late in the summer, early spring, late in the summer, early fall. Again, here's the other side of the garden. As you can see, everything is going through the fence and on top of each other. It's very packed. I know harvest is gonna be a challenge, but as you can see here, more butternut squash at the bottom, and see the butternut squash here on top of each other. 1, 2, 3 on top of each other, right? And the one interesting thing here is this watermelon over here. This watermelon is hanging. I need probably to support it so it doesn't fall down. And I saw some of that, more of that side of the watermelon. It's also hanging, but it's smaller, coming soon. Like you see here, some fruit of other melons. Okay, so here another watermelon, you know, still small. Another watermelon. Okay, all right. So moving quickly to the other side of the house. Yeah, we'll finish here. So actually gonna go more than 5 minutes. It's 8 minutes now. How many? 11 minutes already? Oh no. Okay, all right. The cherry tomatoes I planted here. I usually used to plant it here every year, but before this tree get big, so now it didn't get as much shade. It's shaded by the fig tree. We still get some cherry tomatoes, but they're not doing so great. But at least we got one red one ready for Osman to eat. Okay, ready for Osman. This one he's gonna eat it right now. Blackberries, we've been getting tons of blackberries. See this one, wow, mashallah. See how big it is? And see the other blackberries, and the red ones. And here you can see all the blackberries and also cucumber. Blackberries, 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 blackberries. Okay, all right. And also we have also cucumber at different stages. This is, you know, maybe, you know, it's good to have like successive planting. So by the time one cucumber slow down, the other cucumber starts coming in. So also there's some big, like about 4 from here yesterday, 4 cucumbers from this one yesterday, and it's not the season yet. All right, more blackberries, and I've been harvesting, and the neighbors have been coming to harvest of these blackberries. All right, that's it for the blackberries. Over here, different variety of figs. We planted this from a stick propagated last year. It's been a year and a couple of months old, and now look how it is now. It's much taller than me. It's over 6 feet now, and it's loaded with figs. It's loaded with figs, as you can see, and as you can see, this fig is different from the one I have. The one from brown turkey is large and sweet and come early and finish early. This one is the brown turkey I have is smaller and sweet and come early and finish early. This one is larger but come later in the season, and it's larger fruit, maybe less sweet. That's why we planted this variety, and hopefully we get some fruits out of that this year. So it will come after the other one ends. So we have extended harvest. So this one extended this fig. Another fig. This is planted this year. I got from a friend, like, you know, like 3-4 inches long this year, like early in April time frame, and now it's like, you know, almost 1.5 foot long. We didn't expect any fruits. I ate from this variety last year from my friend's house. It's very large, but come late, maybe in November time frame. So I mean, usually we finish early October, so at least a month later after our normal fig comes. And I used to have, we harvested all the turnip. We had huge turnips, huge in size. There are 4 still coming, you know, maybe come later in the season. Here is another fig, scheduled for pickup. And here is white peaches. Hopefully we grow that in this location. Red peaches, 2 red peaches over there. All right, that's it. Thank you very much. We'll give you another update in a month or 2. Thank you.